Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Natalie and I teach the art of hand balancing, and this is our 30-day Build Your Handstand challenge. And today we are going to do a plank position. Before we start our plank position, we are going to start with a warm-up. Legs stepped apart into a semi-wide straddle position, and we are going to bend the knees and cross the arms in front of you and reach up. Bend the knees, cross the arms in front and reach up. And maybe you have to adjust the feet slightly, bend the knees, cross in front, reach up. Bend the knees, cross in front, reach up. So now it's up to you to tailor this exercise to your needs. You can do a really big squat, pushing the knees out to the side. You can bring the arms here in front of you or even slightly back here. And then you can also try to really reach behind you with the fingertips as much as possible. And in front and up and bend in front and up. Or you can just keep it very simple, keeping the arms here moving in a plane in front of you and just lightly bending the knees. And reach up and bend and reach up and bend and reach up. Now I'll add in one more thing. Maybe you want to curve the back here as the arms cross in front of you and open the chest fully as the arms reach above you. Curving, opening, curving, opening, curve, and open and curve, and open and curve, and open and curve, and open. Okay. So now we are going to circle the wrists, really grabbing the air with your fingers as you create circles here, articulating every finger, and reverse. Shovel the air in with your fingers. Okay, great. Shake the hands one more time. Wide straddle this time. You will stretch up with the right hand. Place your hand here on your thigh. Gentle sideways motion. So I never stop pulling up. I pull up and to the side. I don't just bend sideways. Reach up and side, lengthening. And come back. Same thing on the other side. First lengthen. Reach up to the side. And come back. Okay, great. So let's repeat one more time from yesterday, the idea of width across the upper back. So on your back, just picture your shoulder blades moving together and away from each other like a curtain. So bring your arms here in front of you, and as you draw the shoulders back, shoulder blades come together. Push them front, shoulder blades move apart. Let's just do that a few more times, really picturing the shoulder blades coming together, moving apart, coming together and moving apart. So arms in front of you, elbows are locked, and then pull back, push front, pull back, push front. Really picture your shoulder blades moving towards each other, away from each other, towards each other, away from each other, towards each other, away from each other. Yes, so the motion of the shoulder blades is what moves your arms ultimately up and down. So the supporting muscles underneath the shoulder blades, that's what creates the motion of elevating the shoulders, pushing into the front, creating this width across the upper back. And ideally, we want to connect the core strength to this shoulder push to make the most of the strength our upper body has for holding our weight on our hands. So we will come back to that in a minute. Now let's do our shoulder shrug exercises and the pushing the wardrobe away exercise one more time. And this time really try to imagine your shoulder blades floating up on your back towards your ears together with your shoulders, while at the same time you pull the stomach in towards the spine. So arms in front of you, elbows are straight. Arms above you, elbows are still straight, and the arms are close to your shoulder, to your head. The arms are close to your head here. And we'll shrug the shoulders up 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Pushing the wardrobe away. Shoulders up to your ears. Push them down, width across the back. Shoulders up. Width across the back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. So now the shoulder blades have moved up and down. Let's again move them away from each other and towards each other with our wall exercise. So now here, create a diagonal with your body so that you've got weight in your hands, elbows are locked out, fingers are spread wide, and now pull the shoulder blades together, compress the shoulders, push out. Compress the shoulders, move the shoulder blades away from each other. This time let's do 15, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, great. Very good. Let's do one shoulder opening stretch, similar to the one that we did on the floor, to open up the shoulder line. So bring the hands here into a slight diagonal and allow the shoulders to come as close to the wall as possible. So like with every exercise, it doesn't have to look at all the way I do it here. You do your own version, adjust it to your own body. And hold it. And breathe. And come out of the stretch. Now let's do another exercise on the wall before we move on to conditioning and plank exercises. So last time we did the awareness exercise on the floor where you lifted your arms overhead, and I asked you to just be aware of how your rib cage wants to stick out when you take the arms overhead. And what you then want to do to counter this in the handstand is to pull the entire front of your stomach in towards the spine. So we are going to try and translate this into an exercise with the wall where you try to create a diagonal with your body. So step your feet again hip width apart and then come into the diagonal position of the shoulder pushes we just did, and now walk the hands higher up on the wall. And as you do this, you have to engage the core, pulling the stomach in towards the spine in order to not collapse towards the wall, creating a proper diagonal here. If this is a bit hard for your calves in terms of flexibility, then just step the feet slightly here, toes pointing to the side. And now if you can, walk the hands a little bit higher up on the wall, trying to keep this diagonal line, pulling the stomach in towards the spine, pushing the shoulders up to your ears. And hold it with me for another 6 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good, very good. Okay, come out of the position. We'll come back to this. So you feel it's quite tough to hold the body in this position, and we will keep coming back to this, trying to create the body tension you need for holding your handstand upright in the air. Let us now meet on the mat here for a quick set of leg stretches. So bring the right knee in towards your chest and lengthen the left. And now option 1 is to stay here. Option 2 is to take hold of your leg behind the knee and gently try to straighten the leg as much as possible. If you can't quite come this far, then bring the leg further out, hold behind your thigh. The most important thing here is that you keep the knee of the leg here that's above straight. That is the best effect, the most important for the actual stretch in this exercise. So this isn't so very useful. Important bit is to keep the leg straight here. And bend it back in towards your chest. And let's swap legs. Bring the left knee here into the chest. Lengthen the right leg. And now before you move on, most importantly, make sure that your right leg, the right knee is straight and the leg isn't lifting off the floor. And only then do you gently try to straighten the left leg here. Hold behind your knee or behind your thighs here. If you want, you can flex and hold it. All right, bend both legs in. Let us touch the knees. Tap, tap, tap. Opposites for 16. Let's go. Shoulder blades off the floor. Tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and relax. Excellent. So I'm sure you have already guessed it. We are going to tap the ankles 16 times left and right. Shoulder blades lift off the floor, chin folds into the chest, and let's tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Excellent. Very, very good. Okay, great. Let's just hold the plank position, left and right once, and we are going to take it one little step further today. So from your supported plank position here, hands by your hips, and then we are going to take the left leg off the floor and hold it like that for 12 seconds all together, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come back to center, other side, supported plank, hand by your hip. Lift the leg off for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and come back. Now meet me in the 4-point position here, and I would like to now do the equivalent to the exercise we did on the wall, where you allow the shoulders to compress. Then you push them into the floor, creating width across the upper back. And sink in. Push back up. Sink in. Push back up. Sink in. Push back up. Okay. Next time we will add the core engagement. So you pull the front of the stomach in towards the spine, and then you push the shoulders into the floor. Sink in. Now, as you push down into the floor, shoulders pushed out, the front of the stomach pulls in towards the spine. And release. Front of the stomach pulls in towards the spine, shoulders push into the floor. Release. One more time, and then we will hold it there for 10 seconds. Front of the stomach pulls in towards the spine, shoulders push into the floor. Hold this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Let's do it one more time, and this time everybody also breathe, please. Try to breathe. And pull the front of the stomach in towards the spine. Shoulders push into the floor. Let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, great. And relax. So, if you find any of these exercises very hard, count together with me in your head. If you find that you're not breathing, count out loud with me, because when you count, your body automatically draws in air. And what we don't want in all of these exercises is to hold your breath, get a red head, and then collapse onto the floor. So it's difficult to breathe with co-engagement, but you can keep a shallow breath going, and it's very, very useful to early on in the process always remind yourself to breathe. So let's now all together get ready for a 10-second plank position. We are going to do the following. So first of all, we're going to do 10 seconds and 10 seconds with the other leg, and then take a break, and then we will do 2 sets of 10-second plank position holds. Let's go. This will prepare you so well for your handstand line. And let's kick the right leg back. Left foot props up, lift the knee off the floor, hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down to the floor, change legs, kick the left leg back and prop the right foot up, knee comes off the floor for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, great. And come down. Now, as we do the plank position, remember what we did in the 4-point position. The stomach pulls in towards the spine, flatness across the back, shoulders move to the front, and the shoulder blades move away from each other, creating width across the upper back. And from a 4-point position, let's go all together. Right leg back, left leg back, and width across the other upper back. Let's hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back down to the floor. Reach the arms behind you. Open up the chest. Really reaching the arms behind you as much as possible. And breathe. And only one more time. Fingers are spread. Elbows are very straight. Kick the right leg back. Left leg back. Stomach pulls in towards the spine. Width across the upper back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come back down. Excellent. Very good. Let's come back up to standing and finish the class standing as we started. So if you are thinking, where are the handstands in this? When are the handstands coming? They are going to come soon enough. My approach is to start with little chunks, building everything step by step, so that you are ready for the difficult task, which the handstand is, and so that your body is prepared and you have a high chance of succeeding. So let's step the legs apart and finish by reversing the circle that we started this way around. So this time we're going to reach to the side first and up. Cross in front, bend the knees, and to the side, up. Cross in front, bend the knees. Now make it bigger. Cross in front, big squat. To the side and back, open the chest. Make it bigger and big squat. Reach behind you, up above. Make it bigger. Reach behind you, up above. One more time, bigger. Big squat. Reach the hands behind you, up above and back. And come back. 3 shoulder circles. 1, 2, 3. To the front. 1, 2, 3. Shake the arms. And let the wrist flop in front of you like a dead fish. And then push with the other hand here into the back of the hand. Hold it. Okay, let's swap. Dead fish on the right hand. Really loosen the wrist and then push gently, creating the opposite movement of flexing the hand. And release. Thank you very much again for practicing with me in this very first plank practice. And rest well, drink lots of water. See you again in the next class tomorrow.